That was kind of your first real action of getting multiple carries in a game, in a college game. I mean, how'd you feel you did in that game?
I felt like my performance wasn't too bad. After watching the film, I felt like there was a lot of things I could have did better. But for that being my first time out there, I thought overall, I did what I could, with the opportunity that was presented, and just trying to help the team.
What did you see on film that you maybe didn't process, like as it was happening? What really stood out to you?
I guess the one thing you can't really practice is the speed of the game. You can try your best to, but when you finally get out there, you can't really simulate what it's going to be like when the defense, flows, when you're making your reads. So I think that's just the one thing I could be more prepared for, is just, how fast the game really is.
What did you feel? What did the running backs feel as a whole? What was the takeaway from the way you guys were able to run the ball in the first game?
I think that overall, I think that we ran the ball pretty well. We put a big emphasis on finishing this week. Coach Doozy talked about, you make the biggest improvements from week 1 to week 2, and I think that we're going to put a really big emphasis for us running back wise, just finishing our runs, finishing our blocks, and really taking pride in what we do.
You think there may be more of an emphasis on the running game strategically this week? You passed most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Today was day 1 of preparation. Just trying to get a feel for it, watching a lot of film, trying to figure out what they do as a defense, and the best way to attack them. So I'm not really sure what the emphasis is going to be this week, but I'm excited to see what we're going to do.
Coach was telling us yesterday there are a lot of self-inflicted wounds. As you guys are watching that tape, do you see that too, that there were a lot of little things that just were missing?
Yeah, and it's week 1, nerves, anxious, but I feel like personally that we beat ourselves out there. There are a lot of things that we could have did to stop, the things from happening. So that's just on our part. We got to come out. We have to be better. Got to have a better week of practice, and got to be better prepared for the game.
You guys obviously have early practices at times. How about an 11 a.m. start? What's that going to be like?
I think it'll be fun. It's interesting to see how everyone gets up, gets their motors going. But I think that once you get up and get going, it's kind of like a night game. You just kind of you're back, you're playing football, you do what you love to do.
What time do you guys have to wake up for a game like that? Like noon kicks, it's just 1 hour early?
I'm not even sure, honestly. Usually, I'll probably say maybe 4 or 5 hours before, just so we can get all the pregame, all the meetings and all the meals and stuff in. So probably like maybe 4 or 5 hours before.
Would you prefer to play earlier or later in the day?
I just like playing, honestly. So honestly, playing under lights, that's always fun. But playing daytime, I think it'd be fun too. So.
How do you gauge the resiliency of this team? It was kind of a bad game Saturday night, but how do the guys bounce back the next day in the rest of the week?
I think just knowing our guys, we take pride in a lot of things that we do, and so we're a confident group. We want to win. No one likes losing, and I think just knowing our guys, knowing how hard we worked, knowing how much work we put in this offseason, that was a tough L for us. But I know that we take a lot of pride in our work, and I know that we'll come out swinging the next game for sure.
Looking at Ohio, I mean, what have you seen from them on film, and what kind of challenges are you expecting?
They are a very tough team. They play with a lot of grit. They remind me a lot of ourselves. They're overlooked a lot of times. But I think they feel like they're the underdog coming to this game though. So they'll come in, trying to prove a lot. I think they're really gritty. I think they're really tough, and I think that it'll be a really good one.
Being from Ohio, do you know any of the guys? Have you ever competed against any of those guys before?
I'm not sure. I don't think I have competed, but I know a couple of guys that played after I was going to high school that are now playing up there. So.